I did want to let you guys know that just for the month of February and the first week of March, I'm offering a different type of reading called an abundance reading. And basically, what I'm going to be doing is looking at all of your luckiest days for the next 6 months, like the best energy when you might want to launch something, or when you might meet somebody, or when you might get more money. Basically, when you have opportunities, ideas, great conversations, breakthroughs come to you. So I'll list all those out for you and kind of explain what they are. And then I will do a tarot spread that shows you how to best take advantage of that energy over the next 6 months, how to best create more of that abundance in your life. Again, I'm only going to have this available for this month in particular, and I may also limit the amount of them that I'm offering just because it came to me in a meditation, so I wanted to offer it to you guys. But I don't necessarily want to make this like my whole kind of gig. I'm mostly doing astrology coaching. So if you are interested in getting your abundance reading, definitely check that out in the link down below while they are still available. And I will see you guys there.
Hey guys, it's Courtney, and I am going to show you a day in the life of an astrologer. I got up at like 6:30 this morning. I'm making breakfast, some vegan yogurt with fruit, and my boyfriend took my car for the day, so I'm going to be walking to my office, which is super close, and taking my little pup Luna, say hi, with me, and we're gonna have a couple astrology coaching sessions today, and looks like a pretty chill day, and I'm really excited to take you guys along with me. I made sure that I took a lot of time out for myself last night, taking a bubble bath, actually listening to this new book on kind of like the divine feminine energy, meditating on feminine energy. And I feel like I've just been working a lot recently. I've been taking the time out recently to reconnect more with my feminine and nourish my soul. And I think as a spiritual business person, entrepreneur, it's just so much different. You have to make sure that you are nourished in order to actually do work for others, in order to connect to spirit, to give to others from a full cup. And so this is the work, and now I feel like I'm ready to go. I have energy and I'm super excited to serve today. And so I'm going to take you guys along with me.
If you're interested in also being kind of more a part of the astrology world, there are astrology conferences that you can visit. Like there's one in Denver that happens each year. I believe it's each year. And we also have the Mountain Astrologer, which is a quarterly kind of magazine that you can subscribe to that has interesting articles on the different things that are happening throughout the year. It also will teach you about different things. So it looks like this one's about plants and the planets, This one's about Pokemon, which is a little strange for me. Then Jupiter through Taurus, which I'm excited to read. I haven't actually read any of this yet. And then I just like to see kind of what other astrologers think about things. I don't like to do that for my forecasts in particular, just because my forecasts, I just want them to come from a really authentic place. But other than that, that's for like major things. I like to look at the Mountain Astrologer. So maybe you guys want to check that out too.
All right, so I am sitting down to start work. It's about almost 9 a.m. now, and I am currently in my home office because I like that this is a really big screen. I have my YouTube pulled up, and I'm going to listen to I usually listen to like some hang drum or some kind of like spiritual music while I'm working. Every once in a while, I'll try to multitask and listen to YouTube videos, but honestly, it's not helpful. It's definitely not helpful. It's just overstimulation. So I'm trying to kind of like take it down a notch, be more present, more of my feminine energy. This is something I'm working on within myself. So what I do is I essentially pull up somebody's chart. I think I have to flip this. Actually, before I do that, let me give you a quick tour. This is the guest room of my house. So there's a bed here that my brother will sleep in, for example, a closet where I store like extra clothes and like gear. I have this little pop-in shelf where I put some decks that are just useful to have on hand because I'm always using them. This is for like a light for filming, and I have a lot of natural light here as well. So you can just see kind of my whole desk setup. It looks a little bit messy, but it's relatively organized. And I like to keep, you know, I have all these crystals here for me. And I like to sage everything before I kind of get going and ask to connect to that person's guides so that I can make sure that I feel like I'm fully in tune. And I like to light a candle. This is a prosperity candle from Magic Fairy Candles here in Longmont. If you guys want to check them out, it smells super good. So it's really, really nice. I'm also have some astrology books on deck that I want to be reading soon, which this one is about using astrology for counseling. This one's just about the moon and kind of heavily on the progressed moon, which is always fascinating to me. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you what it looks like behind the scenes, because I like to start planning my day first on Notion, carrying over my unchecked off tasks from last week, which I'm still, you know, I'm always working on how to find like the right amount of tasks in a week. I always just kind of put them there, and then I have the ones that I absolutely have to do, and the ones that I've just put there, I typically just keep carrying over until I actually finish them. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like on my computer.
All right, so typically what I'll do is I will kind of go through and look at tasks that I've assigned to my editor, which are here, and we'll just kind of comment to each other and mark stuff off, you know, the typical. I just did a video that I didn't show you guys where I basically went into our backend system, which I use frame.io, and I record videos, I upload them here, and then she will edit them. So this is what I uploaded, and then I go through, watch what she edits here, and I can leave comments, for example, at specific time points, and she can write whatever she needs to or do whatever I say at that time code. So it will import the video with the comments attached to the time code, which makes it easier for her. And then once the video is good to go, I press approve and she can go ahead and upload it. So that's what I was doing before the video popped on. Right now, I need to populate my tasks for my current tasks for this week of February. So I created this whole template for myself. I'm on the month of February, of course. So I didn't complete tasks from week 3. So I'm going to open those up, grab some of those, and then duplicate this and paste it into week 4, since this is pretty empty. So basically how I have it set up is I have my intention, the content for the week, any other priorities for the week, and then anything above this line is my major focus, the have to do basically, and then below this are things that I probably will try to get to as well. These are other things that I still want to get to, but these are usually associated with projects, or I will store tasks here that are kind of larger, that are important for me, that are not immediate. So this will be basically my like leftovers are kind of sitting here. And then I have Google Calendar synced, which I haven't been really using, my habit tracker, my transits that are coming up, and then the project overview information. So I find that I really don't need or use all of this stuff. So I'm thinking about continuing to kind of fine tune this whole machine that I've created, this whole system I've created, and continue to make it simpler and simpler over time, because I tend towards complexity. So I really have to work on that as a person, and I am. And then I have the plan is associated with each of the days here. So today's Monday, we're on a moon day. So definitely a good day to set our intention. So yes. And then after that, what I would do is just pop up somebody's chart, start going through, answering their questions, looking at everything and typing it into a Google Doc. And then ultimately I end up putting this into Notion. This is something I started to do recently. I pop it into Notion and send that client a link so they can view the video, view all my notes. And I also, at some point later today, will sign on to Discord, because for my current clients, I have started a Discord community where we can kind of catch up with each other, and in particular where we can go and have a monthly meetup so they can ask me all their questions. So if there are continuing questions after our astrology reading, I want them to be able to have contact with me, and this is the way that they can do that. All right, so just had a great coaching session with a client. I kind of want to walk Luna, and I had somebody cancel, so I'm thinking about maybe recording a pick a card reading, which I never do, but I literally am obsessed with them. You can see right here, I was actually just watching somebody who I like, Bahati Life. She has a cool YouTube channel where she does readings for astrology and pick a cards and stuff. So I was kind of thinking of doing my own, just because I feel like people really need some uplifting messages right now, which is also why I started to do the abundance readings. I feel like people need a little bit of like a pick-me-up right now. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I am thinking about heading off to my garage to get all the film set up, kind of going, and then we'll see. I might change my mind and write instead, since I have a little bit of free time. And this is why I love having a list of things that I can choose to do, or maybe sometimes just randomly follow my intuition around what sounds fun to do at that time. So I may do a video one day on how to kind of schedule using both masculine and feminine energy, because I think it's important to have structure, discipline, follow through with the creativity, with the space to just be able to decide things a little bit more in the moment. So it's like, how do we balance that? I think that's definitely an art, and I still think I'm working on it, but I would like to make a video on kind of what I found out about that maybe another day. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd want that. All right, so I just spent the last 30 minutes setting up this filming situation in my kitchen. So just so you guys know, whenever you do video on YouTube, it takes so much longer than just what you're seeing on YouTube. Typically for my like an hour and a half to 2 hour video, it can take me at least 4 to 5 hours. And that's just for setting up and filming it, not even the editing aspect, which my editor does, thank God. And sometimes the video takes me all day, but I think I can get more efficient. It's very draining actually to be channeling and looking at charts, and it's just so much information. So I felt really inspired to do this pick a card, and I'll show you guys the setup that I currently have. I haven't done this before in my kitchen, I think, but I really wanted to try, because then I don't have to move all my stuff around in my office. And I thought that this looked really good. It gives me a lot more space. I had to use this other lens that basically allows you to have a wider kind of zoom out. The lens that I usually use for filming allows me to have the background blurred, but because of that, it's like super zoomed into my face, and I have to set everything up in a particular way. And that wouldn't work for this table because you wouldn't see the cards. So I had to buy this, you can see my bathroom. I had to buy this kind of special arm that basically points down at the table to film. So, you know, all this stuff is a lot of money, but I do it because I love it, because I love you guys, because it's just, I think, part of my life purpose. So I hope that you guys do enjoy that in this video. I'm gonna take Luna for a walk right now and meditate, and then I think I will be fully open to do this reading, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. All right, and I cleaned up everything. I just recorded for the last maybe 2 hours or so. It's 5 o'clock now, time to start winding down. I think that I may
go to a coffee shop and write a little bit. I did want to show you guys one other thing. This is what I do to prepare for my reading. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing some weekly astrology forecasts, assuming that there's some interesting astrology to talk about. And so let me show you guys how I do that. It makes my life so much easier that I basically prepped this over the summer for the full year ahead. So this is, sorry, I'm like not the best at vlogging. I don't normally do this, but this is my transit template that is actually for sale on my website. And I went through and wrote down all of the transits, the day and the energy. And so I basically will take that on my iPad, write them down, and look at them for all of the signs. So let me go ahead and show you guys this now. So this is my template that I have for sale. That this is basically what I use. And so we're on February 20th. I already did the week of the 20th to the 27th. So I would just go here, look at all these transits, and then I'll look at the next week of transits, and I will write notes on them and what people can expect. So it looks like we have a full moon in Virgo coming up soon that I definitely want to write some notes on that I'm excited about. And yeah, it looks like we have some pretty good energy. I'm excited for what's coming up. And for the new and full moons, I also already put a screenshot of what the chart looks like, what the sky looks like on that day, to make this just so much easier on myself. And I go through and write down all of the signs on my iPad. I'll just show you. I write down all the signs on my iPad, and I could probably do this all by head, but honestly, and I think a lot of other astrologers do, and they probably think that this is dumb. But this just makes it so much easier for me because I like to have everything there. So let me just show you. So I have all of these folders on Good Notes, and I go to YouTube readings, and I will have like the rising sign, the aspects, the houses that they're in. And sometimes I'll pull a card and write down the notes of that card, and I'll just go through and do this for all the signs. And it doesn't take too long, but actually doing the readings kind of takes forever. So all of this together is very time consuming, but it is definitely worth it for you guys. And I hope that I can sustain this in the long term. I mean, I definitely plan on doing it for the next at least 6 months to a year. And then we'll kind of see where my business goes, or if I have children, if things change in my life, then we'll have to kind of go back to the drawing board, because this is very time consuming. Maybe I'll just be doing lives for you guys, but I absolutely love this. It helps me keep on top of the forecast for the day. And so I'm going to go through and do that and check off the last couple things on my to-do list, which I can find where I showed you guys before. The last few things to check off here. And then we will see how the day goes. I do want to really write today. I love to get in my creative time. If you guys like this kind of content and want more like this, more information from me, more behind the scenes, if you have questions about software or how I run my business, let me know, because I definitely have never seen a video like this from an astrologer. And this would have been really nice to know when I got into the spiritual field. So if you guys want more, definitely give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see more of. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.